Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Oh, there's already a few of you on. Thank you guys so much for joining me last minute. This is so exciting. So, good morning and welcome to Miriam's Manor. I am Miriam, and today, you guys, I am trying something new. So, forgot to turn my phone on silent. There we go. Um, I am going live with some projects that I just have to button up and get done. And I want to say thank you to Diamita because she actually suggested this on our last members Zoom call. Because for those of you who know, I don't like editing. And it does prevent me from getting content out to you guys because I'm very slow at it. So, this actually enables me to get more content out without having to do a lot more work behind the scenes. Now, with that being said, you're never going to see on these types of live streams a project from start to finish just because this is real time and the projects take require drying time, so on and so forth. So I will be working on things that I'm just needing to get done for the day and then maybe pick back up on it another day. But whatever I do decide to show you guys in a live, I'll always try to at least do a follow up so you can see the finished product. So hey, Rebecca. Rebecca's on this morning. So, you guys, let me know who else is on. And if this is your first time joining me this morning, welcome. I do a ton of Christmas Village tutorials as well as some home decor, a lot of Christmas decor, um, and some gardening, a little bit of. I have a different series called Growing with God, which is spiritually based. So I just do a lot of different stuff and just post it. So, but mainly my channel is about Christmas villaging as well as Christmas. So if you guys can say hi, let me know where you're at, where you are watching from. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comments. I will be um, checking those as I am doing this live with you. Now, I have already made, I'm sure you guys read the title of this video, and it's applying my waterfall to a base. So I've already made my waterfall here. Um, I made it with this product. Oh, this label is really old. So the brand name is Woodland Scenics. And the product name is here. It's called Water Effects. This can be used to make waterfalls. It dries clear. It is moldable. It's bendable, and I love it. I did try some other things recently that were big fails. I told I told my members I was going to be trying some things during the season where I was taking a bit of a break just to see if there were any other products that I really liked. And every single waterfall product that I tried was a big fail. So, needless to say, I went back to Old Faithful, and here is my waterfall. Now, you can see that there are some like whiter spots in this. That's just because it hasn't dried all the way through yet, but you can see the clear parts where it has. So I used the water effects to make the waterfall. I let that set and dry for 48 hours. It's supposed to only take 24 hours, but because I do my waterfalls a little bit thicker, I have to let it cure for an additional 24 hours. And then I just put a really light layer of clear, realistic water over it, which is also by Woodland Scenics. And I let that dry. That makes the waterfall a lot more durable and sturdy. So there's a tip for you guys. Also, another tip, if you're making a waterfall, I used to make mine on glass all the time, but then I purchased this these silicone mats on Amazon. I want to say they were like 12 or $13 for a pack of 3. And oh my gosh, you guys get these. This will save your life. It um it the waterfall just literally like peels right off of it in one sheet, as you can see, and they make your life so much easier. I've tried wax paper, which works decent. Then I moved to glass because the glass definitely worked better. But the silicone mats are the best absolute thing to create these uh, features on. You can actually see this was an old waterfall that I made on the backside of this. One of the products that I told you guys was an epic fail. Look at how pretty it is. The water glistens, it's perfectly clear, it's all shiny. The reason this was an epic fail is because I cannot get this off of this mat because the product obviously was not made to come off. Someone had recommended me to try silicone that you use for like your shower glass doors to create a seal in. Mm-mm, it doesn't come off. So this was a big fail, but it's okay. I used the other side of it. So I have my waterfall. Now, one of the first things I do, let me show you guys the base where I am going to be adding this to. And I am going to lower my camera a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So one of the first things that I do is decide which end do I want to be the top and the bottom. So you see on this end, it's a lot more rigid. That's the side that I want to be the bottom because it just kind of looks like the water's coming down in different stages. So that's actually going to be my bottom. This is the top part, which is a lot more straight. So I'll make my cuts from here. Now, another thing that I do is always make my waterfalls at least an inch longer than what I need it to be because this product does shrink a little bit. And you just never know how things end out. I change stuff all the time in the middle of a build. So if I added a rock here that would have made it taller in one spot at the last minute, I always just give myself at least an extra inch to account for those things. So this does need to be cut. As you can see, it's already hitting the bottom there, and it is several inches too long. The other reason I make it longer is because sometimes I don't know if I want to bow it out and have it more curved to where it's going to fall over like that. So I'm going to decide that while I am actually on with you guys today to see how it falls and see how I like it. Let's see. I'm going to check your comments. Rebecca says, my waterfall takes a week to dry. It's so humid here. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Rebecca. Major says, awesome. Michelle says, good morning. Good morning, Michelle. And good morning, Major. Is this your first time joining us, Major Minis? And if so, welcome. Um, Let's see. Yesenia says, hello, beautiful lady. Thanks for this. You are so welcome. Good morning, Dee. You guys, I just got back from Texas. I went to the Desperate for Jesus Women's Conference out there. And so Rebecca is also in Texas. And I feel you, girl, because it was so humid out there. My hair just stayed in a constant state of puffiness. It was hilarious. So you can see how this product sticks to um, the lace product. As soon as you kind of lay it on there, it automatically sticks. So you can see from the side how much curvature we have in this waterfall already. And you can also see how much of this I need to cut off. What I need to decide is if I want to bump this out a little bit more. And what I do for that is either use a clear plastic cup. Let me do this here. Or I use these battery what do you call it? The packaging that the batteries come in, especially my D batteries, it automatically has like that perfect round shape. So what I do is cut pieces of it off and keep that round shape. And then I just will glue it under here either with some Mod Podge or with this same product. But most of the times I do use Mod Podge for that part because the Mod Podge also does dry clear. So you can see it on here like that. And then from the side, you can see how it just kind of bows that out just a little bit more than what it was doing before. And so in this case, I don't think I really need it. Let me take it out just a little bit further and see. Okay. So you can see it does bow it out a little bit more. You can see that nice curvature there. The reason I like doing this is because the waterfall will otherwise just look like it's coming just straight down. And when water is gushing, it tends to like protrude out. So that's the purpose of adding that little strip there. And you can see the difference on this side. The strip is added under here, and then this side is more flat. So you can see how this is curving out just a little bit more versus this bowing down. And I actually do like this a lot better. I think I am going to go ahead and add this across so that I get that nice bow to the waterfall like I like. Because otherwise, let me show you this side. You can see how flat that is on that side. And then how it's bowed right here on this side. Can you guys see that okay? Let me know if you can. And let me check out these comments. Chris O says, so cool looking. Thank you so much. Major Minis says, yes, first live, but I have been researching phone background faces villages for my minis. Thank you for sharing your amazing talents. You are very welcome. It is my pleasure. Michelle says, Miriam, which silicone mat do you recommend? I will put a link in the description box after we get off of the ones that I purchased. Let me go up for a second while I'm talking to you guys. I will put a link in the description box of the one on Amazon that I got after we finished this live stream. Because I can't remember the brand that I purchased, but I'll look it up in my search history and in my history and get that uploaded for you guys. Rebecca says, yes, I did that too. So many waterfall would not lay against the platform. Oh, so my waterfall would not lay against the platform. Yes. And Gitti, am I saying that right? Jacobson, hello from Denmark. Hello. Wow. All the way on the other side. Love watching you work, learning a lot from you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. Christo says, what are the dimensions of your waterfall and mountain of rocks? Thank you. So this base is 24 by 18 by 6 inches tall. This top piece is 6 inches tall. The waterfall itself, I believe, is 6 inches wide, and it will be 3 inches long by the time I cut it and get it all shaped to size. Let's see. Neckbone says, oh, now I want to do a cave with lights behind the falls. Yes. I actually did that in a build I did for a girlfriend like 4 or 5 years ago now. It looked so good. And I haven't yet done that in any of my villages, but this year I'm going to have a lot of mountains, several falls. So I just might do that this year. Martial Arts Warrior says, good morning. Name is Army, and I am using my daughter's YouTube account. Good morning. I just joined. Would you please share the materials in the chat that you used? I never tried this project. Thanks, Miriam. Of course. It is. Let me type it in for you guys. Hold on. This is not realistic water. Help me, Lord. The brand is Woodland Scenics, and the product is called Water Effects. And you can buy this online, and I do believe they ship worldwide because I know I've seen other influencers like in other countries use this product. Veronica says, good morning. Finally caught a live. Good morning, Veronica. How are you? Joe says, hello. First time watching from Phoenix. What? Joe, where are you at in Phoenix? Do you know that I'm in Arizona too? I am in Litchfield Park. That is so awesome. I keep telling everybody I want to get an Arizona or a Phoenix crew where we can like tour each other's villages and have our own little like village community here. Michelle says, welcome, Joe. And hi, Michelle, and welcome everyone who is new. Rebecca says, and the Water Effects material is from Woodland Scenics. Thank you, Michelle. Neckbone says, just a friendly reminder to hit the like. Man, you guys are all over it. Thanks. I always forget to say that stuff. Thank you so much for putting that out there. Please, you guys, hit the like button and share it. Do all the YouTube things. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me grab my glue really quick. I grabbed everything but my glue right behind me because I wasn't sure if I was going to actually use these, but I am. So first I need to work on getting this cut to size. The other thing is when I apply these curly things, I don't apply it right at the tip. I leave myself enough room at the top of this here in order to adhere it to the actual lake itself. So first, I am going to begin to cut this because I don't need that much of it. And what I am going to do is cut it a little bit at a time. I don't want to cut off too much and then end up messing this up. This cuts very easy. I am just using a regular blade. You could use scissors to cut this also if you want, but I like the blade and like the clean line that the blade gives me. All right, so now this is what I'm left with. And I will re-measure this, see what we're looking at here. That might be a tiny bit too long still. Before I do any additional cuts to this, I always put this on because this is going to bow it out a little bit more and it's going to require a little bit more length. So I'll add these to the back first. Let me cut another one. Let's see where we're at. I can cut just a little bit more off still. and that will work. This is the Mod Podge that I am using. It is the Mod Podge Matte. Now, normally when I am working with water, I do like to use the Mod Podge Gloss. I ran out of it all, but this will still work just fine. So before I attach these, I also want to make sure that my curvature is the same on these. You know what? I think I want to use this one. All right. So these two are the same thickness and are curved, pretty much the same. This one is about as thick as the other ones. It's a little bit thinner. So this one will be my middle piece and these will be my outside pieces. That matters because the thicker the pieces, like the more arch in the bow you'll get off of the edge. So I always make sure to put my thicker pieces on the outside so it's consistent on the outside. Okay. I'm not taking this all the way to the edge either because I don't want this to be visible from the edge. So I just take it about a quarter of an inch is spacing on either side. And then about a half an inch is left here at the top to apply it. So I'm just going to add this little middle piece here. Okay. So I am going to put this off to the side. I'm going to let this dry just a little bit. And while I do that, I am going to show you guys this little fireplace that I got. So here, let me catch back up on some comments. Uh-oh, I think I just put glue on my face. um, so Joe says, I am at Northern and 12th Street. You are by my favorite nursery, Joe. Do you ever go to Whitfield Nursery? That is my favorite place, one of my favorite places in this entire state. Chris O says, I love creating Halloween and Christmas villages. Nice. Well, we are certainly glad to have you. And Loki's or Lisa says, this is awesome to see you work. Love watching you. And do you love watching what you do and catching it live? Oh, thanks. You guys, I am so glad to hear this because this is my first time doing this live like this. I have done other live streams before. However, I've never just hopped on to actually show you guys what I'm working on. But thank you, Diamita, because thank you guys, Diamita, who is on with us right now. She actually gave me the idea on our last Platinum member Zoom call. And I never even thought about doing it before. But that's why a group is better than being solo because there are more and better ideas with more minds. So Michelle says, welcome, Lisa. Hey, Dee, how are you? Dee says, I'm a little late to the party, but what is that you're using to bow out the waterfall? It is actually the encasing to what like your batteries come in, and those in particular are D batteries that I just cut the plastic piece that's curved that the D battery sits in. You can also use a clear plastic cup. I've used that as well. And Anything really that's clear, that'll hold its shape, you can use for the waterfall the same way. Michelle says, "Hey D, long time no see. I know it's been so long. D, what have you been up to, lady?" Rebecca says, "Hey." Nick Phone says, "Thank you. Love the live." Rebecca says, "Yes, I like the live streams where you make something too." Oh, thanks, Rebecca. So, for those of you who don't know, I who just maybe hopped on, I went to the Decorators Warehouse in Texas this past Friday. And not Rebecca couldn't end up joining us, but Diamita and Yvette were there with me and we hung out and we shopped together. We had so much fun. So Diamita and I both turned to this little fireplace and at the same time went, that could be at our Christmas villages. So D and I both got these. And I think D went back and got several more of these actually, right, D? Did you end up finding more when you went back the next day? I know you picked up two while we were there, but this is like a little miniature fireplace. And although it is much larger than an actual village size, my plan for this is I didn't think to put batteries in it. So this will obviously light up with fire. It's battery operated. And I'm going to either remove this top off if I can. I'll see about it. If I cannot, I'm going to build an actual styrofoam fireplace around this because most of you who are on right now don't know this because I haven't shared it yet, but I'll share it with you today. I've already told my members. My plans for my Christmas village this year, I am doing a complete snowy Christmas village. It is a true snow village this year. Most of you know that I do a lot of Christmas villages that have a lot of greenery, really lush greenery and things like that. My winters here in Arizona are very green. Joe can attest to the fact that here in Arizona, our plants actually look more beautiful in the winter than they do in our summer because our weather is so mild. We have very mild winters. So our temperatures are between like the 60s mostly and sometimes low 70s. So it's the perfect weather for plants. So my Christmas village looks like um, my winter here in Arizona. But this year, I'm doing a completely snow filled Christmas village with a lot of mountains. I want to build a city in the mountains, is my goal, and what this is going to end up looking like. I will sketch it out and end up doing a video on it at a later date. And I will have my ski lift back in operation this year. And so my idea is when I saw this piece is to in the resort area of the ski resort, I want to have a big like communal fireplace so that everyone can be like gathering around it and have like hot chocolate carts and my coffee carts and have it be just a part of the resort where it's a gathering spot and also like have the really big resort tree. So I really want to do up this resort style snow mountain and then that'll be higher elevated in my Christmas village. And then down below, I want to do the city. So my plan is to build a mountain that's kind of like in a U shape that kind of bowls and curves in. And in the center of that mountain, have um, the city and the like the town square and the residential areas off to the side with the town square directly in the center. That's what's in my head right now. And so when I saw this, that's what I was thinking, oh, this could go in my resort. It'll be the fireplace. So I will end up covering like this whole part of it from here all the way up will be covered because I only want this part of it to show with like the fire and the flames going behind it. Um, Also, seeing that the batteries are located on the bottom of this thing, that does work to my benefit when I'm building the piece that will surround it. Because in order to turn this on and off, um, oh, there's a timer setting on this. This is even better. I'll just keep this on the timer setting. I was thinking I would put it in a place where it's easy for me to get to, lift it, turn it on and off. But the timer is probably a 6 hour timer. I'm assuming that's what they usually are. This requires 3 AA batteries. So I'll just have it set during the hours that I usually have my village on, and that will be perfect. I'm so excited about this. So Diomita's, I'm not going to tell what she's going to do, but she's going to, her idea for hers, it's going to be awesome. So that'll be really fun to see how she uses hers. Let's see. D says, I had company during the last Zoom. When is the next one? The next one is August, I believe the 24th, but let me double check for you really quick. Yes, it's August the 24th at 10 a.m. Arizona time. And I'm saying Arizona time instead of Mountain Standard Time because sometimes Google doesn't show our right time. But if you look up the time in Arizona, it will give you the right time. For those of you who want to join what Dee is talking about, my members we do a Zoom call every month. And if you would like to join that call, if you're already a member and you have not received the Zoom link for that yet, email me at miriamsmanor@gmail.com. I will put that in the chat. And I will send you the link for you to join us. If you are not a member, you can click on the link in the description box, even of this live stream. There is a link in there where you can join, and that way you can join us through this upcoming Christmas season. But I talk about what I'm doing. I share products, things I'm working on, and we also just talk about life. Like we all love each other and know each other for a while at this point. So we check in on each other and see how everybody is doing and what they're working on and all the things and how grandkids are doing. So let's see. Neckbone says, Lord, thank you for this woman and her amazing talents. You're a true gift, my dear. I can't wait to see what you do this year. Thank you so very much. That is so sweet. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Rebecca says, that sounds wonderful. Um, Michelle says, welcome, Yvette. Yvette, did you hop on? Did I miss you? Oh, hey, yes, I did. I can't believe it. Did I make it on time? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Yvette. You are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh, she says, Susan, you should join the contest this year. Hi, Yvette. Hello. Oh, hey, Brandy. How are you, girl? I haven't heard from you in so long. It is so nice for you to be with us today. So let's get back to our waterfall because this is tacky enough that we can go ahead and start working with it. So let me bring this back over here. I'm going to lower this again. Uh-oh, can't smash that. Okay, so now I am going to take the water effects and the same product I used to make this waterfall is the same product I used to adhere it to the lake. And all I do is just take a gob of it like that and just run it across the front lip of this here. I do like to use a generous amount of this. Now this, again, will dry clear. It's going to take, when you use this much, as thick as I am applying this, it does take several days for it to fully dry and cure, but it will end up drying very clear. And I'm trying, if this were me, I would, if I was working just on my own, I would actually use my fingers to apply this. I do prefer that, but I'm trying to make sure I keep my fingers clean in case I have to type, in case I have to type something for you guys. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, I need a little bit more on that spot right there. And you guys, this is already sticking. You usually just have to hold it down for like 30 seconds and make sure that it's like firmly set in place, but it's already tacky and sticking. So that is wonderful. You know what? This little piece here, let me see if I can get you closer. You can see this piece is split right here, which was fine because I was going to put it around this little, the base of this, but it is not split in the right spot. So I'm going to make a slit in that myself without cutting my fingers. There we go. There. Put that on that side and that next to that one. Perfect. So that is what it's looking like as it's attached. You can see how much I am blowing out. On either side. So now let's keep going. This one on the back right here on the inside. Let me show you really quick because I can feel this just in case you guys come up with these problems. This one isn't sticking all the way. You see that little piece in there? After this dries, I'm not going to do it right now because it'll be a lot easier for me to do once everything else up top here dries and when it's more securely in place. I'm going to take some more Mod Podge and put some Mod Podge back here, and then just hold this like this while it sets and dries a little bit better. This happens all the time, and I do it all the time. It's not a big deal because I like to just go ahead and get my waterfalls applied. So I'll press that against there to lay it flat, and it won't be visible from this side. I got it good on the other side, but that one just bowed out a tiny bit more. So now the same product again, I'm going to go ahead and apply it on the bottom of this. Now, I'm not going to try to make the ripples right now. I am just using this to adhere it. So where I want this to fall is right here. So I'm going to add my line. Of this water effects. a little bit more on that side. Okay. And I'm just going to literally lay it in it. It's going to end up drying clear again, and it'll lay exactly how I want it to. Now, there will be froth to this. This is incomplete, you guys. I want you to know because this line, as it dries up top, I will either add ripples to the top of this to make the transition and ripple this water. I still have to ripple all of this water, which I am going to. So maybe I'll do that in a different live stream once my waterfall is all set and dried. So I will either add rippled water up here or I will add frothed water. And you know what? I've got another example right here. Let me grab it and show you guys what it will end up looking like. Once I'm all done. Give me 1 second. So this is an example of one that's dried. You can see I added some frothed water all along up here, and then the same down beneath. So the water just looks like it's splashing right on down. Now, you guys, both of these platforms that you're seeing today are going to be sold on my Etsy page. The listings are not up yet, obviously, because the product is not complete, but I'm in the process of completing these ones. So we've got this one with a nice waterfall to it. And the other one. Oh, that's snow all over me. So let me get back to your comments really quick. Martial Arts Warrior says, do you have an old video of a cave with lights behind the waterfall? I have a video, I think, of where I did a cave. Oh, I do. I did do a cave with lights in it, that I ran a stream through it. That is, I'll link it towards the end, in the description box of this video. I did do like a tunnel cave, and I did put lights within the cave, and I ran a stream through that as well. I did a waterfall in that build as well, but I didn't do a waterfall over the entrance of that cave, but it'll still give you the same idea on how to um, prep your styrofoam for the lights and what order to do it in. So it'll still be helpful. So I'll link it in the description box of this one. Let me make myself a list because now I've said I'm going to link 2 things and I don't want to forget anything for you guys. So I said I was going to link come on, notes. There we go. Silicone mat and the video for the mountain build. Okay, I'll get those 2 things linked in the description box after we finish up here today. And let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Members Zoom call is on what date? August 24th at 10 a.m. Arizona time. And where is my assistant Dewan today? Michelle asks. He is actually out of town. He is working, and we'll be back on Friday. You're welcome. Diamita says, I am really happy that this is the first one and everybody is loving seeing you working. Aw, thanks, Dee. I so appreciate you bringing this up. This was such a great idea. Um, Rebecca says, I love that platform. Thanks. Are you talking about the big one that I just brought over? That one is like 90% done. I just have to add the ripples to the water and that's it. Then I'll get it staged and get that one listed. Rebecca says, are those platforms special order? No, these are ones that I am just making for my site. I am trying something new because I usually only do mountains on a custom order, but I get so many requests for mountains that I just decided let me do one and see how it goes. And see if someone will want that one instead of having me go through the process of custom ordering or custom making one for them. So I usually do about 5 to 6 custom mountains every Christmas season. So I just decided, let me make a bigger one and then like a smaller version one. This one is the smaller version one, obviously. But I thought, let me make two in a little bit different styles with waterfalls and see if how they sell. So trying a lot of new stuff out this season. Let's see. D says, yes, I got additional one because after I went to sleep, my brain made scene. That's awesome, D. Yvette says, when will that tall waterfall platform be available on Etsy? I will probably, what is today? Tuesday? I will probably have it up on Etsy by this weekend. Why? Do you think you want it? If you want it, I will hold it for you and just do a private sale. I don't have to list it. I haven't figured out the price yet because I tally up all like my labor hours, all the material costs, and so on and so forth. So I don't have a price yet, but if you are interested, you can email me and let me know, and I will shoot you a price before I put it on the market. Let's see. Rebecca says yes with the large waterfall. Oh, okay. Thank you. I really like the way that one turned out. I wanted a really tall and dramatic waterfall. And I believe that waterfall is like 10 inches long. It's a pretty long one and it's so good. I love it. She says, I may have to order that one after we get back from vacation. All right. Oh, Yvette says, yes, sold. Oh. And Rebecca says, I think I want it too. Y'all better work it out. um, how about I can do this? If you both, if one of you buys it before the other one, I'll just go ahead and list it and I'll email everybody once it's listed. Or if you are already favoriting my shop on Etsy, you should automatically get a notification when I post it. And I can probably make another one if you want. Um, One thing I wanted to show you guys, which will be the next step of this process, is the actual frothy part of the water. Some of you have already seen this if you are a member, because I've done this with you like maybe 6 or 7 months ago. But this is just what they look like before I get them all attached. Let me see if I can get in a little bit closer. And all this is the cotton snow that we get to put in our Christmas villages. That's what I use to make these with adhesive and some fine snow sprinkled on top. Super easy. I am strategic on how I pull the cotton apart and how I separate it because of the look, the end result look that I know that I want to receive. I don't want it to be too chunky, especially on a shorter waterfall like this one, because you will get some water frothing at the bottom naturally in nature. If you were looking at a shorter waterfall, it would be frothy at the bottom, but not as much as you would with like the super tall waterfall that's over there. So that's going to be the next step for this build. And so maybe I'll hop on and do that tomorrow with you guys. If I get to it, I'll hop on live and get that done. But that's all I have for you guys today. So I will get check through the rest of these comments, make sure that I am all caught up before we end the call for the day. Joe says, "What is your store name on Etsy?" It is Miriam's Manor. Everything is Miriam's Manor. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook on under Miriam's Manor. However, I'm going to be creating a new Facebook page because I just realized, well, Diabita, you guys, I'm terrible with technology. And Diamita just informed me that I don't have an actual page. I have a private account. So I will be creating a page and posting on that, but it'll still be Miriam's Manor the same. So I have some work to do to fix that. But all my socials, my business, everything is under Miriam's Manor, and that's Manor like Manner, not Manor. Not a manor like an estate, but a manner in the way that I do things. Miriam's Manor. D says, "I don't ever remember you making the froth out of buffalo snow. Can you link that too?" Yes, ma'am. Let me make my comment. That was on one of the platinum member videos. Did I do that live with you guys? I can't remember if I did it live in a platinum members live stream or a platinum members video, but I know it was for you platinum members. Link video. So since you are a member D, you will be able to view it. But for those of you who are not members, you won't be able to see that, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Unless you join, then you'll have access to all of the videos. And I should mention that if you join as a member today, you have access to every single member video that I've posted, every single member live stream and Zoom call from the past, like year and a half now. So there's a lot of good stuff that I put in there. Rebecca says, "Yvette can have it. I will email you for a custom order to make sure my buildings I want to do the platform will fit. Can you show it again?" Yes. I'll go grab it really quick. I wish I had a tape measure so I can give you the dimensions. I know this top piece up here was roughly like 12 by 12. So it could fit any type of building. And Rebecca, with your buildings up at the top, you could probably fit 2 or 3 since you use the smaller Department 56 buildings. Oh, I got my hair right there. This piece on this side, I believe this is like 7 or 8 inches deep, but about from here to here, 10 inches wide. And then down below, there's also room for a building as well. But obviously, it's curved in shape. But from here, let me see if I can get this on camera. From here to here is at least like 7 inches, at least. And then obviously, it gets wider as it just goes down in here. And then this one right here, I believe, was like a 7 by 7 inch space. So if I can back this up, so you can see the whole thing. Uh, let's see, where did I leave off? Neckbone says, "Can you tell me the name of your foam cutting tools before you go, please?" Absolutely. All of my tools are from Hotwire Foam Factory. I also will put Pat's information in the chat if you want to call her and order. 4546554 is her information. Her name is Pat. She is the Hotwire Foam Factory rep. She is awesome. She can get you what you need. She will tell you the different packages they have, and she's very knowledgeable on all of the Hotwire Foam Factory products. She started using them when Hotwire first became a company like 20 years ago, and so she's really can tell you exactly what you need. If you tell her what you're trying to build, she can help you put a package together with what you want to build. Or even if you want to, if you know you want to start off with like a larger power supply box, depending on if you're going to be doing a lot of building over the years, let her know that up front because she's going to try to get you like the most using your tools a ton and you're going to constantly be creating. I do recommend getting the bigger power supply box so you can just let her know that. Let's see. Michelle says, "Okay, D, keep Miriam up to date." I know, I was missing you. I'm like, "Where's D? I haven't seen her in so long." Rebecca says, "And it's worth it to join." Oh, thanks, Rebecca. D says, "Where's Robin?" Oh, you guys, I just posted this on my page this morning, literally like 30 minutes before I decided to go live. I just threw it out there to see like who would join. Um, so I don't know if he saw the notification come through or if he might be teaching this morning. Lisa redacted her message. What were you trying to say, Lisa? It's okay, girl. Um, Rebecca says, "Okay, I will message you on Etsy, but I would need a tunnel to connect those two sides." Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like a tunnel through the like behind the waterfall that they could walk through. That's what I envisioned when I read anyway. Um, Neckbone says, "Thank you. You are very welcome. How much is it to join?" I think $8 a month. I can't remember because I set it up so long ago. I'm sorry. I know it's for sure under $10 a month. I think I can't remember if it's 7 or 8, but it's one of the two, $7 or $8 a month. For those of you who are already members, if you could put that in there for me, please, I'd appreciate it. Um, Brandy says, "Trying to do farm chores while watching the live, and my cow just knocked me over, and my phone went flying." Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Brandy. But you have a cow? I want a cow. I was just telling Diamita this weekend, I wish I had like 10 acres, a cow, and some chickens, and then I'd get a dog. That is so awesome. Obsessed with Christmas says, Rebecca says, yes, for walking. Okay, yeah, got it. And it is $8 a month. Okay, very good. Thank you, Rebecca, for putting that in there. I appreciate it because I couldn't remember what it was. So that's all I have for you guys today. I will probably be doing a little bit more of these more often. And I'm glad that you guys do like them because it really helps me to know if this is something like a format that you guys would like to see. It definitely is actually easier on me to do this. The one thing I was concerned about is when I do it separately, like I'm able to give you more closer in, more sharp images and more clear shots of what I'm working on. But if you guys like this style, I can totally do this. This is a lot easier for me. Um, Giddy Jacobson says, "Thank you so much for the live. Have a nice afternoon." You do the same. Thank you. And Brandy says, "Yes, we have a horse, a cow, 7 goats, and 5 pigs." Wow, you have a true farm. That is so awesome. I'm gonna have to come visit your farm. Are you doing this again? No more Zooms. No, I am still doing the Zooms for you platinum members. So this is everybody can hop on these lives and join these, but you guys will still have your separate Zoom calls, which I do end up posting to YouTube so you can watch the replays if you want. So absolutely, I'm still going to be doing this. Hey Noemi, what's up? She just joined me. Thank you. I do love it. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Uh Ganeki, am I saying your name right? I am so sorry if I am not saying that right. Just jumped and will watch reset. Okay. Thank you for joining us, though. Michelle says, God bless you all and see you on the next Zoom. Great. Michelle, we've been missing you too. So it'll be good to see you again. All right, guys. Well, you guys take care. Have a great rest of your day. I might hop on again tomorrow morning. I will try to put like a 30-minute notification in the community section and post the little link. At least try to do it like 30 minutes in advance so you guys can have some heads up when I'm going to go live. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you again, Diamita, for suggesting this. And until I see you again, stay safe. God bless you. And I will see you soon. Bye.